After months of quiet, Molly Gordon and Jeremy Allen White spark romance rumors again. Inside their night out in NYC and what we know. In the ever-watchful world of Hollywood, some stories simmer quietly beneath the surface before bubbling back up into the spotlight. Such is the case for the Bear co-stars Molly Gordon and Jeremy Allen White, who, after months of relative silence, are once again drawing public attention with whispers and sightings that suggest their on-screen chemistry may have sparked something more off-screen. On Tuesday, July 22nd, the rumor mill found fresh fuel when White, 34, was spotted showing his support for Gordon, 29, at a special screening of her new film Oh Hi! At New York City's Roxy Cinema and Jimmy, hosted by Sony Pictures Classics and the Cinema Society. Though both actors have been careful about keeping things low-key, reports suggest that throughout the evening, they were far from aloof. White was described as a special guest invited by Gordon herself, and fellow attendees included Owen Thiele, as well as Gordon's co-star Logan Lerman and his fiancée, Anna Corrigan. After the screening, the small group celebrated together, and it didn't go unnoticed that Gordon and White were seen grabbing each other's hands at moments throughout the night, a subtle but intimate gesture hinting at a bond deeper than friendship. From co-stars to companions. For those who have followed the unfolding connection between White and Gordon, the latest sighting feels like a new chapter in an ongoing story. Last September, paparazzi photos captured the pair sharing kisses and warm embraces in public, images that quickly spread online and fueled immediate speculation. According to an insider at the time, the two had recently begun hanging out romantically, despite knowing each other for some time through their work. There were set rumors early on that they had intense chemistry even when not filming, the source shared, suggesting the spark had been visible to those around them long before fans caught wind. White, who had been linked to Spanish singer Rosalía between late 2023 and mid-2024, seemed to pivot quietly toward Gordon after his connection with the pop star faded from the spotlight. The actor's friends reportedly noticed a shift. "He really seems into Molly," the insider revealed. "She spends time at his house. They go on lunch dates and seem to have a great time. They're affectionate, often in deep conversations and seem curious to get to know each other better. Balancing love, work, and fatherhood." While the possibility of a blossoming romance is a storyline that captivates fans, those close to White insist that fatherhood remains central in his life. The actor shares two daughters, Ezer and Dolores, with his ex-wife, actress Addison Timlin. Despite the swirl of speculation about his love life, White is said to be a deeply engaged dad, regularly spotted spending time with his children and ensuring they remain his top priority. Jeremy is very involved with his kids, the source emphasized, adding that he often takes them out for activities, from walks in the park to casual outings around Los Angeles. It's a balance that White seems determined to strike, nurturing new personal connections while staying grounded in his role as a father. The Bear, more than just a set. What makes this rumored relationship particularly intriguing is how seamlessly it appears to have grown from the professional world into something personal. On FX's critically acclaimed series The Bear, White and Gordon play characters caught in a swirl of tension, vulnerability, and unspoken affection. Their on-screen dynamic quickly became a fan favorite, praised for its authenticity and raw emotion. Behind the scenes, that same genuine connection may have provided the foundation for something real. In Hollywood, where on-set romances are both common and fleeting, White and Gordon's bond seems built on shared respect and familiarity, a friendship that, over time, may have deepened into more. Quiet months, new beginnings. Since the initial headlines last fall, both actors seem to retreat into privacy, offering no public confirmation or denial of their rumored romance. White, during that period, was still occasionally linked to Rosalía, with whom he was first spotted in October 2023 and last seen publicly in July 2024. As summer rolled on, however, the sightings of White and Rosalía dwindled, while his quiet appearances alongside Gordon began to draw notice again. Now with Oh Hi! About to premiere in cinemas on July 25th, the timing of White's visible support couldn't feel more poignant. For Gordon, who both starred in and produced the film, it's a professional milestone, and one she apparently wanted to share with someone who has become an important part of her life. A look back at Jeremy and Molly's journeys. Jeremy Allen White first rose to fame as Lip Gallagher on Showtime's Shameless, a role that showcased his knack for portraying deeply flawed yet sympathetic characters. His turn as Carmy in The Bear has since earned him even broader acclaim, winning a Golden Globe for Best Actor and cementing his reputation as one of television's most compelling talents. Gordon, meanwhile, carved out her own path with notable roles in projects like Booksmart and Shiva Baby, gaining recognition for her blend of comedic timing and emotional depth. Her latest film, Oh Hi, co-starring Logan Lerman, further highlights her evolution from actor to creative force, taking on the role of producer to help shape the project. Keeping it low-key but not invisible. While the pair have avoided splashy red carpet debuts or overtly romantic social media posts, their comfort in each other's presence has been observed by those around them. Friends reportedly describe them as relaxed, supportive, and often lost in conversation when together. It's the kind of quiet companionship that feels authentic, rare in an industry where relationships often become headline fodder. And yet, despite their attempts to keep things under wraps, moments like the July 22nd screening inevitably bring the whispers back to the forefront. Fans and media alike can't help but wonder what's truly going on behind the gentle hand-holding and casual smiles. What's next? As Oh Hi heads to cinemas on July 25th and The Bear continues to stream on Hulu, it seems likely that White and Gordon's paths will remain closely intertwined, both professionally and perhaps personally. Whether they choose to address the rumors publicly or let their actions speak for themselves remains to be seen. One thing is clear, the genuine affection captured in candid moments, from last September's kisses and hugs to the subtle hand-holding during a New York City film screening, paints the picture of two people who, at the very least, share a connection that transcends their on-screen roles. For now, fans will have to wait and see whether the co-stars decide to step further into the spotlight together, or keep their romance, real or rumored, just out of reach. But as Hollywood history shows, sometimes the most compelling love stories are the ones written not just in scripts, but in quiet, everyday gestures. A glance across a crowded room, an unguarded laugh, or simply reaching for someone's hand when the cameras aren't supposed to be watching. And perhaps that's the beauty of what we're witnessing with Jeremy Allen White and Molly Gordon. Whether or not they confirm what many suspect, they've offered a reminder that real connections, especially those built on friendship,